Hello, my name's Jamie Irwin, and today I'm going to teach you 5 simple guitar riffs for beginners. Now, these are all riffs that I learned when I first started playing, and I just find that they're a great way of introducing yourself to the guitar, because not only are they quite simple and easy to pick up, but they're also very recognisable and they sound great. I do want to point out that these are all slightly simplified versions of the original songs, just to make them a bit easier to play, but I'd say they sound just as good, really. And also, I want to say, if you enjoy this video, then please subscribe to my channel, because I've got more videos like this over there. And also, please like the video, leave a comment, it all goes a long way and would be very much appreciated. But anyway, let's get into these riffs. So we're going to start off with one of the most iconic riffs of all time, Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. This, I'm pretty sure, was the first riff that I ever learnt on the guitar. It's a long time ago now, but I'm pretty sure it was. And I think that's the same of a lot of guitar players. This is a really, really great starting point. So we're going to start with a 0 on the low E string. Just play that open string there. Then with your first finger, you're going to play the 3rd fret of the low E string. And then with your 3rd finger, you're going to play fret 5 of the low E string. And by the way, this whole riff is on that E string. It's all on the same string here. So again, the first part, 0, 3, 5. The next part is actually very similar. The only thing is we're going to play a quick 6 before we play the 5. So it's going to be 0, 3, but this time 6 with your 4th finger, and then 5 with your 3rd finger. Okay, so that second little chunk is going to be this. Okay, so let's put it all together so far. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. Now the next part is exactly the same as the start. It's going to be back to 0, 3, 5 again. And then you finish it off by going back with your first finger and playing 3, 0. Okay, now you'll notice as we played that, the first finger was always on fret 3, the 3rd finger was playing fret 5, and your 4th finger on fret 6. Now try and stick to that, because if you use the wrong fingers, it's going to really put you out of position, and it's going to lead to mistakes, and it's not going to sound as smooth. So yeah, so do focus on that. Let's play all of that again. Actually, I do want to mention another thing. The 5s, you hold them on a little longer, and definitely listen to the original track to make sure you're getting the exact rhythms right. Listen to this. 0, 3, 5. 0, 3, 6, 5. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. This next song, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, one of the most famous riffs of all time. We're going to be starting on fret 7 of the low E string. And by the way, this is another riff where every note is going to be on this E string. So we're going to start on fret 7 with your first finger. We're going to play it twice though. Okay, notice the first 7 is held on a little bit longer though. Got to listen out for these note lengths, because that's going to be an integral part of making it sound just like the original song. So you've got the longer 7 and then the shorter 7 before we go up with our 4th finger to fret 10 of that low E string, and then straight back to 7. So this first little segment is this. 7, 7, 10, 7. Right, then you're going to use your first finger for all of the rest of these notes here. So you're going to go down to the 5th fret of the E string, play that once, and then you're going to go to the 3rd fret, and then you're going to go to the 2nd fret. And you've got to make sure that those last 2 notes ring out for longer as well. Okay, as you'll hear if I put it all in context. Okay, so that is the main riff. One more time. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 2. You'll also hear though, a lot of the time in the song, you've got this little variation to the riff, which can be a fun thing to throw in now and again, which sounds like this. Alright, so what we're doing here is they're starting exactly the same. 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3. As soon as you get to that 3, we're not going to have any longer notes here. We're going to go back up to the 5. I would use my 3rd finger for this. Then back to the 3, to the 2. So at the end there, you've got this little pattern. And then if we put all of that together, 7, 7, 10, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3, 2. So yeah, it can be a fun one to just play the main riff. Maybe a couple of times. When you want to change it up. Throw in that little variation. This next riff is called Sunshine of Your Love, and it is one of the most classic songs of all time by the band Cream. Definitely check this out if you haven't heard it before. They feature the guitarist Eric Clapton, one of the all-time greats. So we're going to start on the 2nd fret of the D string, which is the 4th string up, and we're going to play that twice. 2, 2. Then you're going to take that finger away and play in 0, and then you're going to put that finger back down and play another 2. So the first 4 notes are on the D string, 2, 2, 0, 2. And by the way, finger wise in this whole riff we're going to be using the same fingers as the fret numbers. That's why we just used our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. Now we're going to go down to the A string, and we're going to play 2, 1, 0. So notice I played the 2 with my 2nd finger, 1 with my 1st finger, and then obviously just take that away for the 0. So far we've got 2, 2, 0, 2 on the D string, then on the A string, 2, 1, 0. Now we're going to go down to the low E string, or the string 6, and we're going to play 0, 3, and hold that 3 slightly longer with that 3rd finger, and then you're going to play another 0. So you're going to hear. And yeah, important to get that rhythm right. You don't want to just rush that 0, 3, 0. You want to hear that exact correct rhythm there. So here's the whole riff. Okay, and yeah, now here's a little bonus thing you can do, because in the verse it switches between the riff we just played, starting on the D string, but also you can start this on the G string, move everything up a string, and yes, on guitar, that way is going up because we're going higher in pitch, okay, to the thinner strings. But then from there, everything is the same. Same fingers, same frets, just everything's moved up like this. Okay, so we've got 2, 2, 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 0. So you can play around with that in both of those different keys, just like it does on the original. Here's yet another riff that just uses one string throughout, this low E string. It is TNT by AC/DC, an absolute classic song, and they got loads of classic riffs that you should definitely learn in the future. This is the best one to start with, I think, because yeah, you can just play it on one string. So we're going to start with the open E string, 0. Then you're going to play 3 with your first finger, and then 5 with your third finger. So we're going to go 0, 3, 5. And then this next bit's actually quite challenging because it's quite quick. It's going to go back to the 3, to the 5, and then back to the 3. Like that, but it's quite quick. Like that. So it's 0, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. Okay, so I'll play that again. And then yeah, when you play this one a few times in a row, it's going to sound like this. So here's another very, very popular riff to learn on the guitar. It's the James Bond theme. We're going to be using your first and second fingers only throughout this whole riff. Your first finger is going to be covering the 2nd fret, and your second finger is going to be covering the 3rd fret. We're going to start by just playing the open E string, 0. And then you're going to put your first finger down on that 2, the 2nd fret of the low E string, and you're going to do this. So you'll notice I wasn't just picking downwards like we have on all the other riffs in this lesson. We're going to go down, up, down, down at that point. We need to do that to get the right rhythm. So far we've got this 0, and then on the 2, down, up, down, down. Going to sound like this. Might take a while to get used to adding that up in there, but it's definitely worth it because it's going to sound a lot smoother with that technique. And once you've done that, you're going to play 4 zeros on the low E string. Now once you've done that, you're actually going to put your second finger down on the 3rd fret of that low E string, and you're going to go down, up, down, down. Okay, so the same picking you did on the 2 earlier. So it's going to be 4 zeros into the 3s. So far we got this. And then you finish that off by putting your first finger back on that 2nd fret and playing that 3 times. So why don't we put all of that together? Then what we actually have is a repeat, okay? So what that means is it is going to be played twice in a row. So like this. Straight back, playing it again, no gap. And you'll see on the tab you've got the thick line, the thin line, and the 2 dots. If you have that symbol around a section like you have in the tab here, that means you play it twice. But once you've done it twice, you then go on to the next part and you play again with the first finger on the 2nd fret. This time we're on the D string, 4th string up. We're going to go 2, 0. Okay, and then you're going to go onto the A string, so down to the A string, and you're going to go 2, 0, 2. So that little last part is going to be this. When we put it all together,